Hi, everybody. Happy Saturday night. Nice to see you, everybody. Let's see who we got here tonight. We Maureen Patrick S. Steele. That's a new name. Welcome. Rose. CJ, and I know I saw a couple other names in there. JW is here, and Donna is here. Teresa, Patrick, a nice and a nasty card, Patrick. You want one of each, darling. Am I reading that right? We can do that. Well, we survived the great blizzard of the South for 2025. As most of you probably know, I live like at the bottom in Louisiana, at the bottom of the boot, man. I'm way down here. If I could go in a straight line, I'm about 30 miles from the Gulf of Mexico. It's much further to get there because you have to go around and all this kind of stuff. But if I could just fly like a bird and go straight, it's roughly about 30 miles to the shoreline. So we're way the hell down here in the deep South. Now we're used to getting a little dusting of snow every 5, 6, 7 years. It usually melts before it hits the ground, and it turns into more like sleet and ice than it does anything else. Y'all forgive me, but the dog is going crazy right now because obviously my brother just got home. Pop, that's enough. Ay, ay, ay. Let's see. Hi, AZ is happy. Arizona's nice. It's just too damn hot. Hi, Deborah. I lived there for 10 years. I can say that. Hey, Carolyn. How's Peter doing? Hi, Nikki. Hi, Donna. And let's see. Hi, Nevra. Hi, Silver. And Marie wants a card. Let's see. Nevra wants a card. Yeah. Hi, there's my Cajun cousin. Hey, Eileen. Um, Silver wants a nice card. All right. And okay. Wait, I just started the wrong one. Y'all bear with me, y'all. It's a little harder when you're doing everything yourself. And hi, Maria. And hey, Debbie. Debbie Three Shifting Veils is here. She's got a great channel. Y'all check her out. And okay, I don't think I'm. I was about to say I hadn't missed anybody, but actually I did. So bear with me half a second as I scroll back up and make sure that I didn't miss anybody. So anyway, so we're used to a little snow dusting every 5, 6, 7 years. We'll get it, and it'll, like I said, it rarely does it even hit the ground. It usually melts before it gets to the ground, and it's usually more sleet and ice. And I mean, it's kind of exciting because we don't really get that kind of stuff down here. Well, Friday, not yesterday, but last Friday, we get a message just before we left work. Of course, Monday was a federal holiday, Martin Luther King Day. So we had Monday off. And they sent a message and said, due to the winter storm approaching, you'll bring home any work you need to do. You can work remotely on Tuesday and Wednesday from home. And I'm thinking to myself, well, damn, they must think it's going to get, pretty crazy if they're letting us work from home. And so I didn't, it was like, I knew it was going to get cold, and I knew, I figured we're going to get sleet and stuff again, just like normal. Oh, but no. Monday was like long sleeve weather, but it wasn't freezing cold or anything. I got up Tuesday morning. I woke up, I think it was around 7 in the morning. And I could hear my guys all outside hooping and hollering. And I go outside and there's like snow everywhere. And it's blowing sideways with these big gusts of wind. And I was in shock. I was like, oh my God, I don't believe what I'm seeing. My son turns around, he says, Mom, he says, they're saying we're under a blizzard warning. And I was like, okay, at that point, my brain started to disconnect. I was like, wait, what? A blizzard? A blizzard. We're talking a blizzard. And he's like, we're under a blizzard warning. And so that's when I ran and grabbed my phone and started filming because I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Um, it snowed hard almost all day Tuesday. It stopped snowing, I think, around 3 o'clock, something like that. It finally stopped snowing. And by that point, we had close to a foot of snow on the ground. A foot of snow on the ground. That's unheard of down here. And it wasn't like the hard, icy, sleety snow that we're used to getting down here. No. This was big, fat, fluffy snakes, uh, uh, snowflakes, and it was powdery and light. I mean, you could scoop it up, and there was like no weight to it at all. It was like powder. And we were all tripping out. Of course, you couldn't stand out there longer than a minute or two because it was like, I think it was like 12 degrees outside, something ridiculous like that. I have never felt cold that cold. That was a first for me. I had never in the 63 years that I have been breathing on this earth, I've never seen snow like that, like I did Tuesday. Blew my mind. About every hour or two, I was running outside with the camera. I was taking like a minute and a half short, and then posting it on YouTube. So there's a whole bunch of shorts that I got posted from the beginning of the week. And I could not believe what I was seeing. And of course, I come inside and I'm turning on the local news and they're talking about this is historical. This has never happened in this area. Now, in some of the North Louisiana parishes, yeah, because they're a little further north, they've gotten something similar. Maybe not quite as deep as what we had, but they're used to it a little bit more. But down here, no, that it was unheard of. People were freaking out. They didn't know what to do. I mean, they shut all the roads down. You couldn't go anywhere. Um, there's a local park in the middle of town here. It's got a great big hill in the park, right? And the park put out a public statement stating the park is officially closed, but we're going to open the gates. So if you want to go and enjoy the snow, you're welcome to do so. But the bathrooms will be locked, the water fountains will be turned off, and there won't be any park officials working to help you if you get injured or something happens. You're on your own. People showed up in droves at Monka's Park, is what they call it, to go sledding down this hill. I mean, it was not only kids that had never seen snow like this. Most of the adults had never seen snow like this because they've lived their whole life down here, right? We're on the Gulf Coast. We don't get snow. And they were using pool floaties, the blow up pool floaties. That's what they were using to sled on, and garbage can lids, and kayaks, and paddle boards, and just whatever they could find that they could slide down the hill. That's what they were using. It was hilarious to watch it on the news. Like I said, I would run outside for about a minute and a half, long enough to smoke a cigarette, film a few minutes, and then I was back in the house. And even with the heater blowing full blast, it was still, I felt like I was a popsicle. I felt frozen. I could not get warm all day. Um, Mommy cat was fine. We had a new nesting box for her, and we had a little portable heater that we put because she's up under a table on the patio. And she's due to have those babies any damn day now. And so we were worried that, that the cold and everything would affect her. And, oh my God, what if she decides to deliver in the middle of a snowstorm? I don't want the babies freezing to death before they even, get cleaned off of the afterbirth, right? So we had her a new nesting box fixed, a big Tupperware bin, and with a hole cut in the side, filled with straw. And she wouldn't go in it at first because it just had the straw in it. I had to wash. We had an old cardboard box out there that she had been using as a sleeping box. And so I took the blanket out of it and I washed it and I dried it and we put it in the nesting box. As soon as I put her blankie in there, she was good to go. In the box she went. She didn't come out unless it was absolutely necessary. We had the little heater set up right in front of the opening for her to go in and out of. So it was blowing warm air into the box. Because I was like, we're going to make damn sure. I mean, she's a stray cat. She's feral. She'll let us pet her somewhat. But I was like, I'm not having the death of those babies on my hands. If they get stuck in the cold, there's just no way I couldn't live with myself. So mommy cat was taken care of. And a couple of times she kind of delved out in it. And she was tripping out trying to walk in that snow. The dogs were hilarious, y'all. Oh my God. They would run out the door. And then, we have our little private patio with half walls that go around and an opening for the doorway to the patio. And they would run out the door and they'd run right up to the opening. And it was like you had concrete and then it was all white. You could literally see the dogs putting the brakes on, like going and stopping and not knowing what to do next. Needless to say, we were cleaning up bathroom accidents all day long because they refused to go out in the cold and go to the bathroom. So it was a trip. I have to admit, it was stone cold trip. We had so much fun. It was really unbelievable. I'm still blown away by it. I am still blown away by it. When I got up this morning, all the snow was gone. It finally had all melted away because it got up in the upper 30s last night and the 40s today. It's supposed to be in the 70s by Monday, believe it or not, with thunderstorms coming. That's our normal winter. So this past week has been a flippin' trip. I mean, just off the chain, unexpected, never happened this far south before, at least according to the weather people and the news people on the local news. And so it's I mean, I've got on a long sleeve shirt. It's a thin cotton. It's not very thick. And it's like I can go stand out there right now and I'm fine. I'm comfortable. As long as I'm not out there more than maybe 5 minutes. But it was unbelievable. I think my brother's dog, the big dog, he's part lab. He finally got him to go out in the snow. And once he got out and started running around with it, he was having a ball. The little dog, we couldn't let him out because we'd have lost him. He'd have hit that snow and would have disappeared because, and he was like, he would just look at us like, you got to be joking, right? I'm not going out in that. And so it was phenomenal. And yeah, CJ, you're right. It's like being a kid at heart. I felt like I was 5 years old, y'all. I was running around like a mad woman, like a little kid, oh my God, it's snowing, it's snowing. I'm still thunderstruck by it. I'm still like, I just can't believe it happened. Um, and it was just so much fun to see the entire city turn into a city full of children running around sledding on kayaks and surfboards and inner tubes, trash can lids, whatever they could find. They were sledding on it. Um, there was a video they showed on the local news. One of the little side towns next to us. Um, some guy was out in his tractor pulling people taking turns wearing snow skis, skiing up and down the road, but there's no hill for them to get any traction. So he was pulling them with his tractor. I thought, okay, I've seen it all now. And but it was unreal. And all of the laughs I got from everybody, all of the well wishes, all of the suggestions, do this, don't do that. You don't want to get, sick or hurt or whatever. I really appreciate it because there was some stuff y'all were telling me that I never in a million years would have thought to have done that or to have avoided that. Um, but we didn't get above freezing until Thursday. And then the snow started to melt. But I mean, it was all the way up to like the top of the car door panels in the cars parked. It was just, I mean, I know for people that live up north, that get this all the time and they're like, yeah, yeah, big deal. We get snow to the rooftops. I cannot imagine that. I couldn't imagine what I saw on Tuesday. I had never seen it before. I had never experienced that before in my entire life. I used to always say one of these days I'm going to go to like Montana in the dead of winter just to experience snow. Well, I don't have to go to Montana anymore. I finally experienced the snow. So, yeah, y'all, it was unreal. Oh, thank you, Carolyn. I like those owls. That was another AI. I went into the thing on Canva and put, I want dreamy owls doing with family or something like that. These were some of the pictures that popped up for me. So I love to get in there and play with it. But so ice skating, never. I don't know if anybody tried to ice skate because don't I don't know if it got cold enough to freeze the ice on any water thick enough to ski on. Um, a playing card. Gotcha, Eileen. Um, yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I had people that were high barb. I had people I got you, Carolyn, that were messaging me saying, oh my God, I'm watching this on the news. I can't believe you people. Y'all are crazy. And, oh, that's an interesting question, CJ. Okay, we'll look at that. Um, so, yes, Steele, I'll pick what kind of card you want. If you don't want to pick, just, it'll just depend on where we're at. Okay, I think I got those. Let me scroll back down and catch up with chat. And, I mean, I know people in Florida and Mississippi and whatnot were texting and posting, oh my God, it's snowing on the beach. And it's like, yeah, if that's not a trip, you don't know where the snow and the sand begins and ends because it was all the same color. And, but it was so unique. And I'm just, yeah, powder snow. I mean, I've heard people talk about, oh, well, it's a real powdery snow or it's a light powder. And I never understood what the hell they were talking about. I thought snow is snow, it's ice. Well, now I know there's a difference. And it just takes having to experience it firsthand. But it was a trip because if you touched it in any way, it just stuck all to you. I mean, we'd spend forever. Once we got in the door, I had towels by the front door so we could stomp our feet and try to brush off as much as we could. And I was laughing because people were commenting on my videos saying, where's your coat? And I'm like, I don't own a coat. I live in the South. What am I going to do with a coat? I would wear it maybe 2 days out of the year. It would dry rot before I got any use out of it. So yeah, no, I didn't have a coat, and but it was so much fun, y'all. Oh my god, it really was. I still get all excited when I start talking about it. It just was the trippiest thing I have ever experienced in my life. And hi, Shy Cough, I got you, spicy. Um, I know people were messaging me and emailing me and hi Joan and got you. And it's like my son was in high school back in the day, he would go to Colorado every summer. There was like a kids camp up there that they would go to, and then when he got a little older, he would go up there and be one of the assistants working in the camp. They'd usually be there like 2 3 weeks. And he laughed. He said, Mom, he says, we would see snow up there. He says, but not like this. He says, I've never seen this either. And we were all just, I mean, hi, Helen. Hi, Maria. Hi, Dawn. It was just so much fun. It was unreal. I mean, I still gotcha a sassy card. Oh, I like that. Maybe I'll start calling them sassy cards. Um, Yeah, there were people that were like skiing up and down Bourbon Street in New Orleans. Now, New Orleans is about 2 hours east of me. Um, we're right on I-10, and in fact, it runs through the middle of town. So you have South Lafayette and you have North Lafayette because that's where I-10 goes. And gotcha, Linda, gotcha, Barbara, gotcha, JW. But it was, hi, Jenny. Welcome. I'm glad you showed up. Hi, Nikki. Got you. Um, I mean, there were kids making snowmen. I didn't even realize it until like 2 days after it stopped snowing that somebody had built a snowman down at the end of our building along the side where the snow was real deep because I didn't walk down that far for fear that I'd fall on my butt and hurt myself. I was like, yeah, that's all the hell I need is to follow my ass out here in the snow. But I mean, thank goodness at least it wasn't like it was in Texas a few years ago when they had that hard freeze and it got really bad there because they were all losing their power and everything. We lost some power around the city, but it didn't take long before they had it restored. And I think it was Thursday when they put out a water boil warning telling everybody just because we lost water pressure because several of the main lines either cracked or broke or froze. And so you could turn on your sink and the water would just trickle out, just hardly anything would come out. And so hi, Marby. And so, we didn't have water per se. I'm glad I had a couple of cases of water in the house already. And so yeah, J Cat Lady, I still get excited about it when I think about it. But at least it didn't get bad like it did in Texas a couple of years ago. That was horrific. I mean, everybody watched that and thought, "Oh my god, those poor people." And hi, spiritual seeker. Yeah, I got you, baby. Hi, Linda. Um, so hi, artist Liz. And okay, still go ahead. Go take your dog out. You got time, baby. Um, so it's just been a week and every day they would say, make an announcement, campus is closed for another day, you're gonna work from home. They finally just said just the rest of this week, stay home. So um that was kind of cool. Hey, Clarence. No pickle talk tonight, Clarence. All right, so we'll leave that on Lisa's channel. But it did. It brought the child out, not just in me, but in everybody. I mean, even the newscasters and stuff were like little kids trying to talk about it. The weatherman was like a little kid trying to talk about it, and it was just so much fun to watch. It really, really was. Where did the I heard something about people being stuck in their cars, but I didn't hear where. Um, but it wouldn't surprise me. The police had to put out multiple warnings for like two, 3 days in a row of telling people the roads are closed. People, do not get in your car and go drive around to looky loo. Stay home because as we're warming up, it's starting to melt, and then it's getting cold and going under freezing again at night. And so now you're getting ice buildup at the bottom under the snow, which is another reason why I didn't go walk around in a lot of it, because I was afraid I'd hit an ice patch and, like I said, fall on my butt and, and hurt myself. Um, yeah, you don't walk, you stomp. I learned that one too. But hi, Michelle. Hi, Jonathan. And so it was an experience like one I have never seen before. Okay, Sandy, we'll see what we can get. And it was a trip. Hi, Chris. And I'm glad we did not lose power, but then where I live, we're roughly about 2 blocks from a big hospital. And so we're on the same electric grid as the hospital is. So if our power goes out, we tend to get it back real quick because they get the hospital turned back on. So that's kind of a good thing about living. Of course, the downside to that is you get to listen to sirens all day and night. Uh, but there were people having wrecks all over town because they kept getting in their cars and trying to drive around and see all the snow. It's like the snow in your house is just like the snow across town. It's all the same. It's snow. Um, I tell you the one thing that I read yesterday, or uh, yeah, I read it. It came out on the local channel's news brief. Um, there were You couldn't go into any neighborhood without seeing snowmen in like every yard. Everybody was out there building snowmen because, like I said, most people down here never had a chance to do that before. And it wasn't the inflatable kind, which is what we're used to seeing. It was a real snowman. And they caught, several people caught it on like their doorbell ring cameras. Somebody was driving around in the neighborhood with their kids in the car. They'd pull up at a house, like just park on the street. The kids would jump out, run up into the yards, and they would knock all the snowmen down they could get to and trample all over it. And then jump back in the car, and then they would take off and go down to the next street. And I'm like, now, how damn cold blooded do you have to be that you have to go and destroy somebody's pleasure at a rare event, that they're out there building snowmen with their kids? And what are you teaching your kids? How to go and destroy that and upset people. It's like, that's just below low. I mean, I got hot under the collar when I read that. I was like, I cannot freaking believe what I'm seeing here. Um, Hi, Annette, and hi, Marianne. So it was a trip. Okay, it was a stone cold trip. Gotcha, Marby. Um, so all right, I'm almost to the end of my list. Oh, thank you, Sandra. That's so sweet of you. Thank you for your donation. Um, Yeah, I know you Northerners. It's I made gumbo, which we ate on for a couple of days, and everybody was sick of it. And then I made a couple of times. I made. I have this chicken and potato recipe. I cube up the tomato. I cube up potatoes, into little cubes, and I cube up chicken, and then I throw it in a skillet, and I brown the chicken real good, and then I brown the potatoes, so they kind of have like a crispy shell on it. And I do this in olive oil, very light amount. You don't put a lot of oil in it, and of course spices, whatever kind of spices you like. We like Tony's, so we use a lot of Tony's, and I'll use onion powder and a little bit of garlic, a little bit of oregano, a little bit of sage, salt and pepper, that kind of thing. And then I slowly saute it until the chicken and the potatoes are done. And it's really easy to make, and it's really good. And it's also makes it easy to take as a leftover the next day for lunch. So I always try to make a little extra so I could brown bag at least a bowl full to work the next day. Except I didn't have work this week anywhere but here, so it didn't matter. And then my son made a big pot of spaghetti last night, and it was just I mean, we were trying to I think we were so excited about the snow that nobody really gave a crap what we were eating as long as there was something hot to eat. Um, and I blew through almost a whole canister full of coffee. I got to go buy more coffee tomorrow because we were fixing coffee left and right every day. It was, and jambalaya. I haven't made any jambalaya in a while because I'm the only one in the house that will eat it, and so it's a pain in the ass to make for just one person. And oh, colorful snowmen with food coloring. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Well, that makes sense though. Well, thanks, Linda. If it ever snows like that down here again, I'll know what to do. Um, yeah, Debbie, we do. We already got Elon doing his thing, right? Doing his lovely little arm gesture there. And let's see here. Yeah, I mean the the family that lives in the apartment above us. There's like three teenage boys, and they they're the staircase was like just built up snow, and they were running up and down that staircase through the snow on that staircase like maniacs. I kept waiting for one of them to fall through and hit the ground and break their leg or something. Every time if I was out there and they started running up and down the stairs, I'd be like, "Y'all be careful!" And they just look at me and say, "You sound like mom." I'm like, "Well, that's because I'm a mom." Um, but yeah, when it comes to the chicken potatoes, you can add bell peppers or other peppers. You can throw onions in there. I like to cook with that stuff because I like the flavor. I don't want to bite into it because it makes me gag. So I tend to use dehydrated, and that way it just kind of disappears when I cook it. And shrimp Creole is good, yeah. However, I'm not supposed to eat shellfish because I'm allergic. I eat shrimp and my fingers will swell up like sausages. It looks terrible. And but every now and again it just gets the best of me and I got to go get some fried shrimp. I just can't stay away. So there's a little mom and pop restaurant here in town that uh they do like chicken tenders. Oh, they're so good. But they do catfish strips, fried catfish strips and fried shrimp. Oh my god, I can just make myself sick eating that stuff. Usually every couple of months I give in and I go over there and I buy big platters of both the chicken and the seafood because I'm the only one in the house that will eat seafood. Nobody else in my house will eat seafood. And well, you can't find good jambalaya in Chicago because Chicago's not Cajun. That's why you need to get it from the source, you know. Um, and just so people know, there's Creole and there's Cajun. They're not the same thing. They're very similar, but they're not the same thing. Like Creole gumbo is tomato base, so it's built off of the tomato base type soup, whereas Cajun gumbo is roux based, and that's an oil and flour mixture that you have to thicken up like a paste and cook it until it turns anywhere from a medium golden to a dark golden brown color. And then you build your gumbo from that. But the roux is your base. That's what you have to work on. I cheat. I use instant roux because I'm not going to spend 2 hours at the stove whisking a damn pot of oil and flour. I did it as a kid. I'm not doing it now. And Tony Sacheries actually makes a really good instant roux. That, in fact, I did a video how to make gumbo. Okay, it's on my channel. You can go look. I think it's like, I don't know, it's like 12 or 15 minutes long, because I would when I did one part, I'd film it, and then I'd come and download it on the computer, and then when it was time to do the next step, I'd go in there and film it, and I'd come download it so I could put it all together. Um, Artist Liz, I believe I did get you, but I'm going to double check real quick. And yes, I got you. You're good. Um, what's a haluski? Yeah, instant roux, you can get it. There's several different kinds. Different companies down here make different kinds. There's one, Savoy's, who makes sausage. They're a local company. It's the only sausage I'll eat. They also make an instant roux, and it's in a jar. It's already the paste. You just scoop it out and add it to your boiling soup mix, which is just water and chicken broth and veggies and whatever else you want to throw in there. And then there's the instant roux, like I like to use, is a powder. And so you mix that in a pot with with water. I usually use chicken broth just because it gives it a little bit more flavor. And then you have to whisk it and stir it until it turns into a thick paste. And then you scoop it out one spoonful at a time and you add it to your boiling mixture. And then you let that cook for about 30 minutes, and then you can add your meat. And then you let it cook for about an hour and it's good to go. And it's always better the next day. So always better the next day. Um, yeah, my grandmother always made kind of a between a light and a medium golden brown roux, because she would make it by scratch, but she had like a big giant cast iron skillet, and she would make a full skillet full of it, and then she would jar it in mason jars and stick it in the freezer. And so anytime she wanted gumbo throughout the winter season, she'd just go pull a jar out. So she only had to make it like once a year, and she'd make enough to last through the winter before she would have to make it again. And I mean, that's how we grew up making it, was from scratch like that. But it's like it takes a long damn time. Absolutely, water lily. Um, and roux is your base. Everything's built off of that. Hi, Carolyn, Garden Genie. And so yeah, we've got. Oh, I finally made it to the bottom of the list. I've been steadily talking as I've been scrolling, trying to make sure I don't miss anybody. Okay, so uh, we are switching to this now because we've got 32 stars. So I better get cracking and Hopefully, I can get through everybody tonight without falling asleep on y'all. Okay. Members go first, donors go second, and then everybody else, you go in the order that you put your question in. That's so I can keep up with it. And you only have to put it in once. You don't have to put it in a dozen times. Otherwise, I get confused. Y'all don't mess with my brain. It's been a week. So yeah, I don't like cabbage. Sorry, I don't. I can't even stand the smell of it. It makes me sick. So there you go. I know a lot of people like cabbage and whatever they fix with it. Not me. I don't want it. I don't even want to smell it. I don't like it. Okay, let's see. Rose, you're first up. You're a member, and you wanted a nice card. Okay. I just want to make sure that you didn't put it in twice. No, you did not. Okay, we're good to go. All right, a nice card. Okay, nice cards. You have your choice: animal elder or what we've forgotten. So, I'm just gonna let's do animal elders. I haven't done that one yet. This is a fairly new oracle deck I just got, and I think I've used it like once. So, Rose, we're gonna recommend with you, okay? And let's see here. All right, what have we got? We got cards sticking together. Okay, you got elder hair. Seek perspective. So it's all in how you perceive everything. So seek to see clearly so that you know the perspective that spirit is wanting you to have. Okay? And that's what I got for you. All right. Oh, Celtic Tarot Sheila just dropped a video. Okay, I'll have to go watch it afterwards. Okay, let's see who is. Maureen is next. She's a member, so she also wants a nice card. Alrighty. And oh, thank you, Sandy. There's 2 donations tonight. Y'all are so sweet. And okay. Maureen. Since we started with the elder animals, we're going to now flip to what we've forgotten, just to keep it interesting. This is a cool deck. I just got this deck. I think it was Allie was using it one night, and I saw her using the cards, and I was like, where did you get that deck? That is so cool. And it just so happened I found a copy. I think I got it on Amazon. I'm not sure. Okay. Ooh, I like this. All right, Maureen, we got fierce compassion. That's pretty awesome looking. I like that. Let's see what it says about that. Just got me curious. And let me look this up real quick. The lioness, the witch, and the whole globe. Sekhmet is the lion-headed warrior goddess of Egypt. She is known as the mistress of dread and lady of slaughter, great one of magic. She is the goddess of war and healing. Damn, that's pretty good. Mythology says that she was sent to destroy humanity, but instead was given a drink and ascended to her healing aspect, Hathor. Sekhmet is a duality of the fierce lioness and the healer. She teaches us we can harness our rage into purposeful action and fierce compassion. We can return to balance in our consciousness. We can be done with violence and war because the divine intervention that was written about in so many scriptures has always been us. We're the superheroes we've been waiting for. Oh, I like that. Where can you offer yourself fierce compassion? Are there any aspects of your life where you no longer need to vibrate in anger or be at war? Are there places or traumas where you can find fierce compassion, ferocious even, and transmute into healing and service? I like that. Damn, that's a pretty good card. Here we go, one more time. Fierce compassion. That's awesome. Okay. Alrighty, let's see who we got next. And okay, I know I got a couple more members in here that I saw. And Joan is a member. A spicy card for Joan. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's go to the Rebel deck. I haven't done that one in a while. So there's no telling what we're going to get here. I've had the last couple of days quite a few people message or email me with like one or two question for a political read. And so I got a couple of them done today and I got those posted. One of them came out earlier and the other one's going to drop after midnight. So if y'all are interested in that, that's something new. I'm trying to do more recorded stuff because I usually do just live, and I'm being told, yeah, you got to start doing more recorded stuff because it helps the algorithm and all that kind of goodies. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I can do that. All right, Joan, it says laugh. Where the fuck is your sense of humor? All right, I kind of like that. That was good. All right, let's see. And we've got artist Liz is next because she's a member. And she would like a tarot card. Aha. I actually took out tarot cards tonight. I pulled my angel tarot cards. So, two birds, one stone. You get a tarot card and an angel card all mixed into one. And let's see here. Let's see what we get. Oh, this is the equivalent of the Fool, and it's called the Dreamer, Archangel Metatron. And it says, a leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. I like that. He got his doggy down there by his feet, and he looks like he's got spirit guides and ancestors around him, leading him forward. So there you go, Liz. Step out, darling. Take that leap of faith and go for it. And let's see here. Okay. Sandy is a member, so she gets to go next. Oh, that's good, Sandy. Okay. All right. Well, let's where's my pendulum? We're going to, since this is kind of a yes or no question, we're just going to use the pendulum here. Okay, let's see if I can hold this up high enough. All right. Will Sandy get the job that she's had 2 interviews for already? Is this going to be coming to her soon? I'm still getting yes. I'm still getting a pretty big yes, too. So, yeah, I mean, let me pull a card real quick. Ace of Earth. It says, the inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. There you go. That, wow, that was like the perfect answer to that question. So you're good to go. You are good to go. All right. Let's see who we got next. Is Marby is a member. So Marby gets to go next. Okay, Marby, did you want to Marby, my darling, did you want a naughty or nice card? A sassy or plain card? Spicy or plain, whatever. Sure, Eileen, you can switch that to an angel card. I ain't got to you yet, so you're good. Um Oh, Liz, that would be great. There's a lot of people that would probably really enjoy that. Absolutely. So y'all be watching for Artist Liz to open up a psychic and art YouTube channel. And that way we can all go and rah give her likes and stuff. Get her off the ground. A nice card. Okay, Marmy, gotcha. Alrighty. A nice card. So let's go back to the animal elders. You know what I really like about this deck? This is the back of the decks. It's the world, but it's a turtle. Y'all know I collect turtles. I have a special place in my heart for turtles. So that was my husband's nickname, was Turtles. So that's what we all called him. My son's first tattoo he ever got when he joined the Navy was a turtle. And, that was when he was stationed in Hawaii. He was in the Navy. And all right. Oh. All right, Marby, you got Elder Heron. Practice patience. Well, now that's just so easy to do, isn't it? So we're to practice patience. There you go. Awesome, awesome. I like that. So whatever's going on, take a deep breath, count to 10, and you're going to do just fine. Let's see here. Do I have any more members before I move to donations? I do not. Okay. So, Sandra Bender, you are next. Let's see, are we going to lurch from crisis through 25 and into 2026? Yes. I don't even have to pull cards on this. I have done multiple readings before and after the election, before and after the inauguration. We see what he's already done just in the first week. He's doing everything he can to F up as much stuff as he can, to make it as difficult as he can for everybody else to survive. And it actually makes me feel hopeful at the other countries that are now pushing back and saying, no, we're not playing that game. I read an article this afternoon, earlier this evening actually, where the first plane load of illegals to be deported flew out today. Mexico and Guatemala refused to let our plane fly over their airspace. So it had to like go way around to get around Mexico and Guatemala to get to the country that it was going to drop these people off in a country where half of them have never lived there, don't speak the language, don't know the culture, or else they escaped from there to get away from whatever dangers were present in that country. But Mexico ain't playing with him. El Presidente Scheinbaum has said, no, that's not how things work. And she's flat letting him know big time. Mama not playing that game. She's giving him what for. And I say, good for her. And now Canada's joined in. They're doing the same damn thing. The new PM of Canada is like up in his face saying, no, we don't play that game. That's not how things work. And if you try to pull some of this crap with us, then this is what we're going to do. And so it's going to cause a lot of disruption, y'all. I'm sorry. I wish to hell it wouldn't. But I keep getting the message that his base has to learn who he really is. You can go on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Threads, Instagram, Blue Sky, wherever you want to go, and you're going to see dozens and dozens of videos of MAGA supporters who spent all their money on this man, who voted for this man, who are now freaking the hell out because of what he's doing. But I didn't know it was going to hurt me. Well, no, you crazy prejudiced person. Of course not. You were just worried about the brown skin or the black skin or the red skin over there getting hurt. You thought your lily white skin was going to protect you. Nah, not happening. It's going to include you too. And so we're all going to suffer because of this, because they have a lesson that they've not learned yet. We're going to suffer for it as well. So the one thing that very strong messages I kept getting was to pay off as much debt as you can, as quickly as you can. If you owe money for anything, pay it off. The best way, the quickest way that you can pay it off. Get out from under that debt. I have been, and this is just what I was told, not all readers are saying this, but this comes from me. Start keeping enough money you can survive a week or two off of in cash, hidden in your home or somewhere where you can easily access it, not in a bank, because they can shut the banks down. Or he can have Muskrat Man mess with the electronics and stuff like he's already done, and then you can't access your money. So I am suggesting to people, if you can, keep cash. And we've become a society that rarely, if we have more than $5 in our wallet, we're rich, right? Everything's on plastic. Start keeping money on hand. And that way, if things get really bad, you can at least still put gas in your car. Or you can go get bread and milk, feed your kids. A bag of rice and a bag of beans, whatever it takes. Grocery bills are already going up. He's not done one thing to make that better. In fact, now he's shrugging it off like, oh, yeah, well, there's nothing I can do about it. It's like, MFR, that's not what you said before the election. Oh, no, you were day one. You were going to cut grocery costs in half, make them cheaper. Now he's saying, no, he can't do that. The president can't do that. Well, yeah, we know that. There's a lot of people that voted for you that didn't know that, who believed you. So just take precautions, do things to protect yourself and your family. Keep a small amount of cash on you, enough to get through a week or two, whatever. And keep some cash on you. That way, like I said, you can at least get milk and bread or, whatever to feed your kids. You can go put gas in your car to get to and from work. Don't go splurging. Don't go spending a bunch of money buying a bunch of stuff that you don't need because they're going to be worthless before you know it. And get out from under as much debt as you can. I am down to about 10,000 left on my debt that I've got to pay off. And I've been steady hitting it for the last few months, trying to pay off as much as I can, as fast as I can, simply because I don't want that hanging over my head if things really get bad. So take that with a grain of salt, but that's just the messages that I've been getting. So I think it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. That's what my cards are telling me. That's what the messages they've been giving me are telling me. That's what my dreams have been telling me. It's going to get worse before it gets better. But it will get better. And that's what they always end with. It will get better. And we will survive it. And we will prevail. And our democracy will not die. It may get seriously wounded and look like it's about to die, but it's not going to die all the way. Not all the way. That's what my spirit guides keep telling me. So y'all just, hold tight, hold strong, keep your family close, be very frugal. Don't buy anything you don't have to buy. And just, take care of yourself and your family, take care of your neighbors, make sure, mama and papa that live 2 houses down, make sure they got food to eat or that they've got a way to get to the grocery store to get something to eat. Make sure their electricity is on. They're not freezing to death in their house because they can't afford to pay the power bill. And that happens a lot all over the country. So I think the more benevolent we are, the better the outcome is going to be for everybody. And we just got to ride it out, y'all. That's all I can say is we're just going to have to ride it out. So I hope that makes you feel a little better, Sandra. It's not like all peaches and cream and everything's wonderful, but there you go. Oh, thank you, Sandy. You sent a donation to Venmo. That means I'll directly get it. I won't have to wait a month for YouTube to send it to me and take 35%. Oh my goodness. Let's see. So, Sandy, did you have a question in here, or you just send a donation to send a donation? Which is cool. I like that. Oh, we got 87 in the room. Wow. Awesome, awesome. And okay. I don't see a question from you. And since you didn't ask for anything, Sandy, I'm just going to pull a quick card for you. Just because I feel like it's worth it for a donation, right? You should. Let's get a card drawn. We're going to pull an animal card for you. And see what we get here. Okay. All right. Oh, they stick together. All right, Sandy. I pulled for you Elder Fox. Step up and out. Exactly what I just got through saying. Step it up Take care of yourself, take care of your family, take care of your neighbors. Make sure everybody's okay. And you're going to be all right. Alrighty then. Now it's back to let's see here. All right, Eileen, you're up next. You wanted an angel card. Of course we could do that. Another deck that's damn big, as you can see. These cards are pretty big. It's hard to shuffle and hold, so but I like to try to get a good shuffle in with them. All right, let me switch over here, see what y'all yakking about. No, Carolyn, I got you. Garden Genie. I thought I did anyway. I could have sworn I clicked on you. Well, I'm sorry, Garden Genie. It looks like I did miss you. A spicy card. Okay, darling, you'll be next. I'll give you one right after I do Eileen's, okay? I'm sorry. And no, I didn't read you yet because I missed it. I thought I had gotten them all. Oh no, that's cool. You're cool, Sandy. No worries, no worries. It happens. At least I'm not falling asleep on you. I do that some weeks too. I'll be sitting there and I'll go, but I'll go right out. So just ask anybody that comes on a regular basis. I've been known to fall asleep on y'all. It's like sometimes it just kind of catches up with me. Ooh, I like this, Eileen. Renewal, Archangel Jeremiel. It says review and evaluate. I can't read that backwards. A favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. There you go. Renewal. I like that. That's very good. Okay. Alrighty then. Okay, Garden Genie. I'm so sorry I missed you, my dear. And you're a member, so that makes me twice as guilty. And Nikki, I think I got you. Yep, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. I just double checked. Um, you didn't say if you wanted a naughty or nice card. I got pull a card, please, but you didn't say what kind. Or do you want me to just spin the wheel and I'll pick one? Choice is yours. But you're kind of a little down on the list, but I got you. I've dozed off 2 times on you, Linda. I'm so sorry. It's not it's not intentional. It's really not. Um, a nice card. Okay, Nikki, I got you. All right, Garden Genie, you requested a spicy card. Let's give the old Rebel deck a quick shuffle here. See what jumps out. I saw Lady T talking about that J Cat lady about don't buy anything on Monday. So I don't have any money to buy anything on Monday anyway, so yeah, that's cool. That is perfectly fine. All right, Carolyn. It says, winning. You got a good thing going. Don't ruin that shit. Keep yourself honest, girl. All right. Let's see here. Book was a member, so she's next. She would like a spicy card, please. All righty. You got it. A spicy or sweet? Now, there you go. That's the word I was looking for when I was trying to come up with. Because over Christmas, I was using naughty or nice, right? Because it goes with Santa Claus. And then after Christmas, I was like, okay, I can't keep calling it naughty or nice. And I thought, well, I can call it spicy because, they're kind of spicy cards. But I wasn't, or sassy. Somebody came up with sassy tonight. I like that idea too. But I didn't think of spicy and sweet. So, yeah, that's, that would be cool. All right, let's see here. Okay. Sour. Yeah, there we go. Hippie, you're the sassy. Yeah, you are sassy. That's all right. We love you for it. Kimberly, I will mark you, but technically questions are closed now. But if we have time, I will try to get to your request for a card. Venus. I think I saw your name on here. Yes, I got you, Venus. You're good. I got you, darling. You are good to go. Okay. Book. You need a big fucking hug. Oops. Squeeze. It's virtual, but it'll work at a crunch. So there we go. And do. All right, let's see who's next. Want to make sure I haven't missed any members. I have not. All right, JW, you're up. Let's see. JW wants a nice card. I just want to make sure that I don't have you in there more than once, because then that helps open up for an extra person. All right, nice card, JW. We're going to go with what we've forgotten. This is that great big deck. I have to shuffle end over end. It's even too big to shuffle side to side. So, at least I'm not dropping and throwing cards all over the floor. I have some days where it's like I can't hang on to the damn things and they won't stay on the desk. They just fly all over the room. All right. All right, JW. And I got to look up and see what that means. All right. I pulled for you the cardinal directions. Doesn't that look interesting? It says the house rules, our instructions. It says when most of us think about the cardinal directions used around the world, we think of north, south, east, and west. We also think about the tangible part of the cardinal directions, the compass. The directions use the rising and setting of the sun as reference points. Because the earth rotates from west to east, the sun appears to rise in the east and set in the west. Yet the directions change with the Earth. As the Earth's magnetic field varies over time, the positions of the magnetic north and magnetic south can shift. East and west are constants. What does all of this tell us? That nature follows itself. It says our internal compasses can be impacted, and sometimes we need to adjust. This is especially true when we follow our instincts and listen to our gut and act in accordance with doing not just good by ourselves, but by others. When humans tune in to our intuition, use our own internal compasses, and adjust when needed, we can better communicate and collaborate, not only with nature, but with one another. Tune into it and notice where it pulls you. I like that. That's kind of cool. That's a pretty good message. Never quite thought of it that way. Okay. And let's see. Patrick, you are next. Alrighty, Patrick. Are you still here? I hope. I hope I didn't take too long and you gave out on me. Um, what is Maureen talking about? Oh, yeah. If I had a magic wand, I'd make it so everybody could live in a decent house, be able to pay all their bills, and have enough food to eat. I heavenly blessed. Yeah. All right, Patrick. I don't know if you're still here or not, but in case you come back a little later and watch replay, I did actually read a card for you. So we started with a sassy card or a nasty card or spicy card, whatever you want to call it. It says U equals tight ass. Loosen the fuck up. Control freaks don't get laid. There you go. There's the first message. And then you said a nice card. So we're going to pull an angel card for you real quick. Just because I'm feeling it tonight. Okay. Get our dumb cards to stop sticking together. Okay, let's see. We got the Seven of Air. It says, plans that need revision. More going on than meets the eye. Poor timing. So plan everything out. Check all your T's and all your I's. Make sure everything's crossed, everything's dotted. You're good to go. And you should be just fine. All right, Patrick, there you go. All righty, let's see here. Next up, we got Donna O'Brien. Would like a nice card, please. Okie dokie, we can do that. And all right, a nice card. I'm feeling the elder animal deck. I like this deck. This is kind of cool. And all misfits are welcome. Yes, you're absolutely right. I am queen of the misfits. That describes me to a T. Hi, Candy the Brave. That's a new name. Welcome. Hi, Jana. Welcome. That's another new name. Hi, Jill. Somebody's out there honking their damn horn. Hi, Susie. It's 11:30 at night and you're out there honking the damn horn. What's wrong with people? All right, Donna, I pulled for you. Elder Hawk, be more present. I like that. Be more in the here and now. Be present with all that's going on. That's good. I like that. Hi, Anna. A Tint Witchy Cabin in the Coven of the Cranes. I like that book. I'll come and we'll be bunk buddies. I could do that. Okay. Alrighty. Nevra, you put in 2 notices here. One spicy, one nice. So I guess you get one of each since you can't seem to make up your mind. That's all right because I do that all the time. Can't make up a damn mind. I'm real good at it. All right. A spicy card, and then we'll slip in a nice card. Hey, Bora Bora. The cannoli you're eating. Actually, I've got some chocolate down there, but if I take it out, then y'all are going to lose me. I will lose track of all time. I'm out of nibbles. I've gone through all of my little bags of candy that I had stashed. All right, Nivra. Rebel. Because fuck it. That's a good enough reason for me. All right. And since you also had asked for a nice one, we are going to pull an angel card here. And let's see. And all right, we got Page of Fire. Outgoing, creative, confident, mischievous. News of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. There you go. Is that a dinosaur in the background? Kind of funky. It looks like I think it's a dragon, but kind of looks like a dinosaur in the background there. All right, cool. There you go, Nivra. Okay. Sure, Susie, I can do that before we wrap up for the night. And oh, thank you, Linda. Yeah, we got a bunch of talkers, don't we? I love it. Everybody just loves to yak, yak, yak. Tomorrow afternoon is Mastering Mental Wellness. Isaac and I will be hosting that together. Our topic will be communication skills. Like we need help in that department. But some people have a hard time communicating. They may be like me with diarrhea of the mouth and they just talk all the time, but they don't really communicate. So kind of goes, you have to learn how to do that. All right, Silver. Would like a nice card, please. And alrighty. I am feeling this big deck. Let's see what we get. Hi, Joyce. I don't think I said hello to you earlier. I didn't see you there. Thanks for joining us tonight. Alrighty. Ooh, I like that. What does the book say about that? This is a new deck. I don't know what any of it means. All right, Silver. We pulled for you the soul. Ejecting. No, wrong one. Engaging the soul. It says, when we begin to remember and begin to shift from ego to soul, we get to choose. Every single day, down to the moment, we get to decide who is talking and who is in charge. Odds are your soul has likely been doing this whole life thing a lot longer than your ego, your body, and whatever iteration you're in now has even been a thing. We can trust the soul to let us know when it needs some reinforcement. Unlike the ego, it won't lie to you about how it's doing. The odds are that your ego has been doing all kinds of stuff it's not even qualified for. The soul is the connective tissue between the physical body and the spiritual self. It's our tether to home, the seed of our star self. It's much gentler than the ego because it has no worries. That's what happens when you have ancient divine intelligence. That kind of experience tends to calm the nerves. This is the message now. For the week ahead, ask your soul, can you step to the front? Can you take it from here? Can you captain this vessel? Can you take me where I'm meant to be? Can you help me remember? If you want to do this exercise in front of a mirror, feel free. Look into your own eyes, past the irises and pupils, into the space that few people know but everyone can see, and ask your beautiful soul to step forward. I like that. That's an awesome message. Yeah, there we go. The soul. Very good. That's cool. I like that. All right. They are pretty cards, Susie. They really are. I like those cards. Night, Debbie. Did you ask for a card, Debbie? I think I already read for you, didn't I? Yeah. Okay. I don't see you left here. Okay. Have a good evening. Okay. AZ is happy. A nice card, please. You got it. AZ is happy. I lived in AZ for 10 years. And most of the time, I was pretty happy there. No, no, no. They told me go back to this one. Okay. Oh, Susie, I'm sorry to hear that, baby. It's hard when our parents F up and don't do like they should. Holy moly, Susie, 3 times? Wow. Well, I thank God you are with us today because you are one special person. All right. All right, AZ is happy. Let's see what this one means. All right, I drew for you gifts. Is that not an awesome looking card or what? It says your magic powers. Well, there you go. Let's see what it says here. It says, when you dream, are you using your eyes? Probably not. They're typically closed. You're not processing images with your eyes. You're in your consciousness, working in non-ordinary reality. Seeing or connecting to spirit is typically not done with our eyes. It's usually done with our consciousness. And usually it's done by employing the clairs. Who are the clairs? I call them the seven sisters, and you probably know at least one of them. The most popular clair is clairvoyance. It's the one everyone knows. It's the one most people equate with being psychic. But human beings have access to lots of clairs. Clairaudience, clairsentience, clairalience, claircognizance, clairgustance, clairtangency, also known as psychometry. You may come from a family who has some of these gifts, or you may come from a family who refuses to acknowledge the clairs. Here's the thing. If one of us can do it, any of us can do it. It just takes practice. One clair may show up for you in your practice at first. You may meet the others later on. Today in this card, all seven have shown up for you. Take some time to get to know the seven sisters. How might you have already experienced them in your life so far? You may want to check with your circle of friends or family. Has anyone in your circle reported having met any of the sisters? You'll be surprised to learn that there's a lot of people on the planet right now who will tell you they are empaths. This is clear feeling, also known as sister clairsentience. Awesome. So this is saying you have all seven sisters. We all have access to all of them. We just have to open up our minds and our hearts for them. Oh, really? I didn't know that's what that meant. JW says clairgustance is the paranormal ability to know what something will taste like before you put it in your mouth. Although I'm with Susie, I won't eat clairs. Especially if they're chocolate ones. You're welcome, AZ. I'm glad that resonated with you. All right. Susan Vasconcelos. Vasconcelos? I'm not sure how to say that. Welcome. You're a new name. I'm glad you're here. And hopefully I didn't screw up your name so bad that you never come back. Oh, good, JW. I'll start calling out to you. All right. Susan wants a nice and a nasty. All right. Okay. Let's see. What we got for Susan? Good, Susie. I'm glad you enjoy yourself. I love our chats. We have great chatters. As Gerald says, hashtag best chatters ever. That's us. LP, I can't guarantee I can get to you, but I will try, okay? We still got a lot of people in line. Okay. All right, Susan. Here is your sassy card. It says, it's not everyone else's fault. It's yours. You are a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. That's a good one. Sharon, how are you doing? God, it's like you dropped off the face of the earth. I haven't seen or heard from you in forever. Did you hear, Sharon? We had a blizzard in Louisiana on Tuesday. The snow finally melted today. Oh my God. It's wild. Go check out my shorts. I got a bunch of shorts that I took on that day. I'm still tripping over it. I am still tripping over it. All right. Let's see. Susan, your nice card is 5 of air. Says, an unwise choice. Learn what you can from this situation. Review everyone's motives. Here we go. And that's your nice card. So I hope one of those resonated with you at least a little bit, Susan. All righty. Oh, Maureen, I'm glad you didn't do that. I'm sure it was a misunderstanding. I mean, I don't know what happened, but I was in and out over there. All right, Carolyn Booker, are you still with me, darling? I hope. And you want a naughty card. Ooh, bronchitis, Sharon. That's horrible. I hate it when I get bronchitis. No, you're cool, Guardian Not. We don't attack our folks for being late. You knew how often I was late, you would know that. Oh, good, Carolyn, you're still here. Yay! All right, let's see what Carolyn is gonna get here. And it says, get the fuck out of your head. Get in your heart. It misses you. I almost feel like that doesn't go, Carolyn, because you were so heart led with everything. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Maria Marino with like a nice card. And I hope you're still with us, Maria. It's Maria Marino. Okay, I got it. I'm getting my R's in the wrong place. A nice card. Okay, this one is really starting to. Okay, Susie, take your time. Liz, you have a favor of 103 and you're sitting here in a chat? Girl, you as bad as me. That's the kind of crap I do. Instead of being in bed, getting rest, I'll be on the computer just to see what everybody else is doing. All right, Maria, let's see what you got. Okay. I pulled for you nurturing, divine timing, and holy wisdom. It says, Wisdom Keeper Grandmother Ayan Ayangat, a spiritual leader of the Mongolian Union of Ancestral Traditions, shared a powerful message for our times from her ancestors. Indigenous people are rooted in their ecosystem. Because they are deeply and closely connected with nurturing the environment, they have their own unique lifestyle, education, and cultural heritage. Our vivid earth needs diverse cultures to sustain its brilliance. There are significant advantages to having indigenous cultures come from their unique and close connection with Mother Earth. If mankind realizes this connection, it can drop the globalization efforts that only focus on gains and profits and instead start creating harmonious places for everybody to let their own unique cultures flourish in the eternal circle of life. So please return to your consciousness before it's too late. I like that. That's a good one. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of negative energy going around, Maureen. On that, you're right. Um, some days it's overwhelming, but we're going to get through it. We are. I promise you that. Okay, CJ, I hope you're still here, darling. Let me see here. Wow, CJ, shades of poltergeist. um, well, it's an open frequency there. As you're trying to turn things off. Especially back in the old days when it was all antenna based, but when you're not pulling in a distinct channel, it kind of just is an open airwave. And so I would think anything could come through that may want to talk to you. Um, all right, Sharon, get some rest. Keep in touch. Let us know how you're doing. Um, and at least it's giving you a good message. Be happy. Don't worry. I mean, hell, they made a whole song about that, so you can't beat that. Um, is someone trying to commute to me through my TV? All right, let's ask El Pendulum. Is someone trying to commute to CJ through their TV? Yes or no, please. Is someone trying to communicate with CJ through the TV? Well, I'm getting a yes and then a maybe and then a yes and then a maybe. So I think it's more than one someone. I think maybe wherever you're at, wherever your TV's at, the location, as well as you're turning it off, you're disconnecting from any other direct signal that you would pull in on your TV, that someone or several someones are trying to talk to you. They're trying to comfort you. Okay, that's what I just heard. They're trying to comfort you. Hence why they say, be happy, don't worry, is they want you to be comforted in knowing that your guides and your ancestors are with you all the time. Just open up your senses a little more, ask Spirit for help, and they will help you to better hear those messages. And then come back and let us know in a week or two how that went, if you got any more direct messages or not. I swear, if my nephew turned that AC on, I'm going to kick his butt. It's freezing in here. Okay. All right, Nikki, you are up next, my dear. And you wanted a nice card. All right, give me half a second, y'all. I'm freezing. Okay. Sorry about that. My nephew comes through here and he will just flip it to AC being on because he gets hot in his room. I keep telling him, if you're hot, open the window because it's freezing outside. You'll cool off real quick. But in the meantime, I'll be sitting here, and before I know it, I can't feel my fingers and my toes, and my teeth are starting to chatter because I get so cold. Oh, okay. Here we go. Nikki. Oh, what a beautiful picture, Nikki. What a lovely person. A nice card. Okay. All right. They're telling me to stick with this big new deck. It's cold in your house too? Yeah. Well, I mean, up until this week, I haven't put my heater above 70 degrees just because it gets cold down here, but not like crazy cold like it did this week. This week was, it was like 7 degrees outside. It was like, my brain can't compute that. But I'll be sitting here with long sleeve sweater on and then another sweater over the top of it. And sometimes my muffler, I'll be wearing it around my neck. And he'll go turn the damn air conditioning on. It's like, no, it's cold in here. If you're hot, open your window. I guarantee you'll cool off real fast. Ooh, okay. What have we got here? All right, Dickie. I pulled for you Prophet. And it says, Jesus was a badass and so are you. I like that definition because, yeah, he was a badass and he would kick ass when he had to. Says, when we speak about higher intelligences, whether they be gods or goddesses, angels or ascended masters, it's always important to remember that energetically they all come from the same source. They're all in service to the same thing, light. There are so many we can't even begin to count. The prophets of the planet, those who've been in communication with Source, all seem to align on the idea that we're meant to do unto others. Jesus was pretty clear on how he felt about oppression. If you hadn't heard, he did not like it. He whipped the rich and flipped their tables right out of the temple, flipping tables and turning cheeks. For those in the back, he wasn't white, and he didn't have a problem with anyone but the rich. He was said to have walked on water and turned it into wine. Probably a witch. He was hanging out with other witches, queers, and nerds. He was always of service to those who had less. He was approachable and he was funny. He had a quick wit because he had seen some shit. Jesus is actually pretty badass. He had a wand and a whip. He took time to show up for people when they needed him, and he was definitely the kind of guy who would do his own stunts. This week, consider how you can better practice the page to turn here. This week, consider how you can better practice doing unto others. How and where might you be able to improve? This isn't a what would Jesus do moment unless you want it to be. It's a moment where we get to consider how we want to operate into the world. Consider how you might be able to lead by example. If you want to wear a witch hat and carry a wand this week, I'm not going to stop you. You're enough of a badass to do it, just like JC. I like that girl. You hear that? Go kick some ass, just like Jesus did. Yeah, there's a message you don't hear every day. All right. All right. All right. All right. And all right. Who was you love it? Awesome. Yay. I'm glad. Okay, S Steele. I hope you're still here. And I'll be glad to pick what kind of card. Oh, you got a gifted a membership gifted to you, Guardian Knot. Awesome. That's great. Well, yeah, I hope you stay. And we have a really great community. We really do. We're very lucky. Very, very lucky. You'll be next, my dear. All right. Or you didn't ask a question. Do you have a question? Because you did make a donation and you are a member. So, good night, Carolyn. Email a copy of that to Mark. I can do that. Wait, let me write it down or I'll forget. Email. He was just a guest on my channel a few weeks ago. Mark Atha. Copy of card. Profit in we forgot deck as listed by book. Okay, I got it. Okay, as Steel, let's see what we got. I'm telling you, this one's starting to burn a hole in my hands. It's want me to keep drawing from it, so that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Oh, Maureen, give it time, honey. You'll be able to eat anything you want once you get used to your dentures. It took me about a year to get really comfortable eating with mine. Hell, I even learned how to eat corn on the cob with them. That ain't easy. Oh, all right. All right, Steel, I pulled for you. Ancestors. Tracing the roots. Own our own medicine. Okay. When I'm doing important manifestation or ancestral healing work, I always make an offering to the ancestors. I also often talk to their photos. I talk with them as if they can hear me, and most of the time I feel them show up so much in my everyday life that I know they heard me. Our energy is our responsibility, and how we wield it can hurt or help. This is why becoming responsible for it can and does reverberate through time. Not only can we heal our wounds, we can work on healing the wounds of our ancestors and impact the future. We can go back to go forward. We can use our intention to invite our ancestors to help us rebalance the scales. If time is elastic and everything is connected, we can go back and flood the system with light, asking for the best possible effect after so many generations. We can be the light in our lines. I'd like you to write about what you know about your spirit and your magic, your own or your family's connection to the old ways or to the divine. What do you know about your family's connection to spirituality? What kinds of modalities or beliefs are in your realm of experience from your ancestry? How might you be able to honor those connections in the week ahead? Well, I like that. That's a good message. All right. Let's see here. Thank you again for the donation, Guardian. Did you have a question, darling? Okay, okay, cool. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay, Shaikoff, you're next with a spicy card, please. You got it. All right. Here comes the Rebel card. Here comes the Rebel card. Is that not sick, Susie? Stuff like that just really makes me angry. Why I quit watching a lot of it, because it just got to where I was angry all the damn time. It's like, okay, I'm as bad as the Hulk here. God knows I'm almost as big. Um, I've got to lose some weight, y'all. All right, Shrikeoff. It says, you are being shady. Watch out. Shit could get ugly. I like that. All right. Alrighty. Hippie. Hippie, you finally made it, Hippie. And you like a sassy card. Yes. All right. Alrighty, hippie. Alrighty, one more shuffle. All right. It says you look like a shit show. It's terrible. You're a hot mess. Fact. Clean yourself up. You're not, but okay, that'll work. Um, okay, hippie. Let's see. Linda Ramsey would like a sassy card. Linda. Yeah, book, you email that to me. I just don't have any money right now to order anything. I'm broke. But I'm not like poor broke. I'm like baroque. That's how the meme goes. I'm just broke. I just don't ain't got no money, honey. Alrighty, Miss Linda. It says you are giving away your power. You are a badass. Act like it. Yes. Alrighty. Teacher Barbara. Barbara, you still here, darling? I know those of you at the end of the line, I'm sorry it's taken so long to get to you, but I like that, hippie. That's P-O. I can't afford the O-R, so I'm not even poor. That's me. Oh my goodness. That was funny. All right, Teacher Barbara, you still here, darling? I haven't seen you in the chat in a while. You said a plain card, and I'm sitting here shuffling the Rebel deck. You see what you almost got, huh? Okay. Shuffle these up a little bit. Teacher Barbara is gone. Yeah, she'll email me later. She always does. I'm sorry, I was tired. Which she teaches like kindergarten level kids. I'd be tired too, man. Jeez. And now you got all the stress of ICE may show up to try to yank your kids out of your classroom. All right, Barbara. I pulled for you 8 of air. And it says, an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self confidence, afraid to take action. There you go. You gotta wake up. Yeah, it's much better that just goes to who it needs to go to. Okay. All right, Jenny Wells. Are you still here, darling? I hope so. Okay. A fun card. All right. Yeah, I need a new top set of dentures myself. I've glued the one in my mouth. I've super glued it so many times. It's amazing I can still chew. Alrighty, Jenny. And it says, you think someone is lying. They are. Must be a friend of Trump's. Alrighty, Jenny. I hope that did the trick for you. Spiritual Seeker, you are next. Did you want a naughty or a nice card? a spicy or sassy, or a plain card. All right. All right, spiritual seeker. You're getting a rebel card. Hopefully you come back and you watch the replay and you can see the card that was drawn. Okay. All righty. Says some good shit is about to happen. Don't let your issues fuck it up. Yeah, buddy, we can sure do that to ourselves, can't we? All right. Venus, are you still here, my love? I hope so. Next, we have Water Lily, Kimberly Cross, Susie, and LP. And then that's it. Because we've been at this over 2 hours now. I haven't fallen asleep yet. A nice card. All right, you got it. All right, you're telling me to go back to this. You're welcome, Venus. Gotta love autocorrect, right? It can screw up some messages. All righty. Ooh. All right, Venus. Pulled for you. Open doors. Look at that grand doorway. Is that not gorgeous or what? Wow. All right. And it says the road to Narnia for Is It Wonderland. When we honor that we're made of star stuff, it's as if we're sending a signal and sign to source that we're in the world and we're ready for messages. Human antenna reporting for duty. As we move into being back in balance with the systems from which we are made, and actual physical doors in your life may open. Opening the door to wonder is a physical act as much as it's an intentional act. You may have more than open doors. You may find that your whole roads open up. When we're in harmony with the natural order, you will begin to have a foundation that you can call on. This week, practice looking for open doors in your life. Notice where opportunities may arise and look for opportunities to follow breadcrumbs. Crumbs. It says, consider times in your life where you may have experienced an open door or when a series of closed doors may have led into a whole new wonderland. All right. All right, Venus. Open. Okay, it says this week, practice looking for open doors in your life. Notice where opportunities may arise and look for opportunities to follow breadcrumbs. If you decide to do more than crack the window, Make a note of what doors have opened to you and where others may have closed. Consider times in your life where you may have experienced an open door or where a series of closed doors may have led you into a whole new wonderland. Oh, I like that. That's kind of cool. All right. Thank you, Hippie. It's awfully sweet of you. Okay, Water Lily, you are next, darling. All right, y'all give me a second. I gotta stand up and stretch a minute. Oh. Okay. I figured y'all didn't need to see me trying to stretch. Everything goes snap, crackle, pop when I do that. Sugar, please. I got enough spice in my life. Okay, Water Lily, you got it. We are going to what we've got. Good night, J Cat Lady. Thank you for coming. Oh, wait, before you go, you know what I forgot? I still have some memberships left, I think. We have 5 memberships left to give. Okay. Here we go. AZ is happy, got a membership. Water Lily got a membership. Karen Johansson got a membership. Kimberly Canus got a membership. Oh, awesome. I have no control over who gets the memberships. I just push the little button. They give us like 10 memberships we can give away a month, and it does like 5 at a time. And so I try to break it up, like one towards the beginning of the month and then one towards the end of the month. And I almost forgot that I still had 5 to give away. I don't know what made me think of it, but so welcome all the new members. Yay! You're all bebe turtles now. So that's awesome. I gotta plan our next live stream just for members only. We already did the members meeting this month, but there'll be next month. So okay. So yay! I'm glad y'all got it. Yay, yay, yay. It's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, Water Lily. Ooh, I like this. Okay. I pulled for you Creation. Isn't that a remarkable card? Look at that. Wow. It says Anatomy of Spirit. As you look at the image of a human lung side by side with the extended branches of a tree, or a cross section of a tree trunk side by side with the human fingerprint, you begin to realize that we aren't just a part of nature, we are nature. The human brain even mirrors the universe, two of the most challenging and complex systems in nature. Our brain functions thanks to a wide neuronal network that is estimated to contain approximately 69 billion with a B neurons. The observable universe is composed of a cosmic web of at least 100 billion galaxies. Within both of these seemingly completely different systems, only 30% of each are composed of galaxies or neurons. Within both systems, galaxies and neurons arrange themselves as long nodes between the filaments. Filaments, like a light bulb, gives new meaning to the light bulb being used as a symbol for an idea, doesn't it? The most fascinating and wondrous piece of this is that in both systems, the brain and the universe, 70% of the distribution of energy is composed of mysterious matter. Water in the brain and dark energy or dark matter in the observable universe. We are both made of 70% mysteriously. Yes, you are too. That's cool. Wow. Alrighty. Yay. All right. Kimberly Cross, are you still here, darling? You're next with a nice card. Oh, that's great, Water Lily. Awesome, awesome. Night, Patrick. Have a good evening. Congrats on everybody that got picked for a membership. That is awesome, Water Lily. Ooh, cards are jumping. Look out. We got the cardinal directions again. Trying to remember what it said, and I forget, so we're going to look it up again. Because you deserve the same amount of knowledge as the last time I read it. All right. And it says, the house rules, our instructions. Most of us think about the cardinal directions used around the world. We think of north, south, east, and west. We also think about the tangible part of the cardinal directions, the compass. The directions using the rising and setting of the sun as reference points. Because the earth rotates from west to east, the sun appears to rise in the east and set in the west. Yet the directions change with the earth. As the earth's magnetic field varies over time, the positions of the magnetic north and magnetic south can shift. East and west are constants. Okay, let's be open to the idea that maybe this is all much simpler than we thought. Maybe we've been overcomplicating things and not adjusting when our own energetic fields change. Our internal compasses can be impacted and can be impacted. I lost my place. And sometimes we need to adjust. This is especially true when we follow our instincts and listen to our gut and act in accordance with doing not just good by ourselves, but by others. Humans tune in to our intuition, use our own internal compasses, and adjust when needed. Yeah, um, it says, where might your compass need to be adjusted? Okay, I thought I knocked something over. Okay, that was it. All right, I read all of it. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, I zoned on you for a second. All righty, y'all. Susie. Okay, we're going to save that to last. Okay. LP. All right, LP. You made it, baby. You made it. I don't like grits, but I like maple syrup and butter on pancakes or waffles. Ooh, that sounds good. Night, hippie. Okay, LP. LP wanted a card. I don't know if you're still here or not, but I'm going to go ahead and pull it. That way, if you come back and watch the replay, you'll know that your card was pulled. It's only on Saturday nights that I do that, y'all. Usually when the hour hits, we cut it off. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I like the way that one looks. All right, LP. I pulled the Tao of Flow. Wu Wei, or doing, not doing. Taoism has deep roots in transmutation, divination, alchemy, and magic. The philosophy of Lao Tzu speaks to the underlying and loving force of the universe, the Tao, the way. In being in alignment with the Tao, it was believed that anyone in practice could become a master. The Taoist principle of Wu Wei, effortless action, or doing, not doing, perfectly personifies how to be in greater harmony with your intention. The Tao of Wu, indeed. We set our intentions, we're focused on our intentions, and we're going to trust in the current energy to get us there. Okay. Since we set our intention, we focused on our intention, and we're going to trust in the current of energy to get us there. When we're in a state of concentration and flow, we can more readily bring into alignment various aspects of our lives. That's another good getting drunk song or card. Never mind. Okay. All right, LP, that was yours. And that leaves the very last one, which is Susie asked for a card for the collective. Well, let's go out with a bang, shall we? And we'll do a listen bitch card for the collective. Good night, Water Lily. All right. It says, don't let any mother effer disturb your peace. That's the card we're going to go out on tonight. There we go. That's it. Thank y'all for hanging with me for 2 hours and 25 minutes. Oh my God. Y'all are amazing. So, good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And if y'all aren't doing anything tomorrow afternoon at 4:30 Central, come join Isaac and me for Mastering Mental Wellness. That ought to be a good one. All right, guys, take it easy. Have yourself a wonderful week coming up. Keep keep loving your heart and the light of spirit shining through your eyes, because the world is gonna need us more than we can possibly know. All right. Bye, guys. Y'all have a